Hey everyone, this is Certified High Performance Coach Michelle Weimer here with you today. Facebook Live, Wednesday Wisdom. So, today I want to talk a little bit about your character and in particularly having a courageous character. So, there's a quote by Queen Elizabeth II, and she says, "When life seems hard, the courageous do not lie down and accept defeat. Instead, they are all the more determined to struggle for a better future." So think about this quote for just a second. How do you handle difficulty or defeat? How do you handle struggles and difficulty, first of all? And then how do you handle defeat? How do you handle failures when things don't work out or the outcome doesn't turn out like you want something to be? How do you handle that? What kind of character do you show up with? What kind of mindset do you have around difficult situations or struggles or failures and defeats? So there's a couple different thoughts here. First of all, in terms of talking about mindset, there's the concept of a growth mindset, which is really where if you fail at something doesn't work out like you want it to, or the outcome doesn't turn out like you want. The growth mindset, someone with a growth mindset would take that failure, analyze it, study it, use it as a tool to figure out, what could I do differently next time? What kind of skill or do I need to practice and master so I can be better at this so that I can achieve it or succeed the next time? What kind of knowledge or what other knowledge do I need so that I can have the wisdom that I need to achieve this task or this skill or whatever this thing is that I've failed at or that didn't turn out like I wanted it to this time? So someone with a growth mindset really uses failure as an opportunity to learn. And that's really, really a big difference than someone who has a fixed mindset and gets stuck or paralyzed by the effects of failure. So they get into more of a fear-based mindset or emotion, and they usually quit or give up, right? Because it's like, oh well, I didn't do this. That was a failure. That was horrible. I'll never do it again, or I just guess I can't do it. Instead of thinking about what went wrong and what can I do differently next time to make it better? What do I need to learn? And there's a concept called the competence loop, or the confidence loop. I'm actually not sure how it goes, but it doesn't matter because it's a loop, right? And the idea behind that is the more knowledge and skill and ability that I have and that I'm able to master, the more competent I am at something, the more confident that I am at doing it. And that happens often by, again, learning something and practicing or mastering the skill. And consequently, the more confident you feel, aka what I'm getting into next, which is this courageous character. Or if you have more confidence in that area, you're going to probably be more willing to do it more often. For example, doing videos, right? When I first started doing videos, oh my gosh, it was overwhelming. I didn't know how to get started. I wasn't really sure what to do, how to talk about it. I didn't know about the lighting. Things were not so good, right? Like I had to learn a lot, and then I had to practice the skill. I had to practice being in front of you on a regular basis, and I challenge myself to do that every week, which is why I meet with you here on Facebook every week to be more competent at the skill of doing live video. And in turn, with doing that, I become more confident about doing that. And so I'm able to deliver more material to you and give you more value by my efforts to practice that. So think about what it is in your life. You know, what kind of things might be holding you back, and what kind of failures or struggles or difficulties are keeping you from moving forward. And then using that concept of the growth mindset and becoming more competent in those areas, what skills do you need to learn so that you can be better, so that you can take those struggles or those difficulties or those defeats and learn from them and grow from them. So then moving on then to the concept of having that courageous character, the other thing that you really can recognize in someone when they're struggling, when they are dealing with a difficulty or defeat, is what's their true character. It's easy to show up friendly and fun and nice and happy when everything's going great for you. But someone's true character can really shine through when they're struggling, when they're dealing with difficulty, when they're dealing with defeat or failure. You really start to see what their character is all about. And so checking yourself and saying, okay, so what is my character? What's my true character when I'm struggling, when I am, dealing with failure or defeat? How do I show up? What's my true character? And if you don't like that, it's time to change that. So think about that. What would a strong and courageous character look like for you? What kind of knowledge, again, do you need to acquire so that you can show up more courageously, so that you can have a stronger character? How do you need to talk to yourself? What's the thoughts you have to have in your mindset in order to know that failure doesn't define you, that it's just a learning process? Really analyze and sit down and think about the character that you have and how you show up when you're dealing with difficulty and defeat. And another thing, this is like a sure giveaway, right? That you're not living a courageous by a character, and instead you're allowing the difficulties or the struggles to keep you stuck, or you're not having a growth mindset, would be to check how often you have excuses. Okay, so I say this all the time, that 99% of the time are reasons that we say for why we're not doing something, why we're not taking action, why we're not going after the goal, why maybe you're saying, I haven't created the life that I really desire yet. 99% of the time, those reasons are excuses. And they're excuses that come about because of our fear, because of our uncertainty, because of our beliefs, our mindset, our character. So check that for yourself. How often do you have reasons for why you're not living the life that you want, why you're not going after your goals or dreams, why you're not living to your highest potential? What are your reasons? They're excuses. How can you overcome those reasons and excuses so that you can begin to create the life that you desire, so that you can begin to go after your dreams, regardless of the difficulties or the struggles or the setbacks or the defeats or the failures, right? How can you do that? You got to step boldly into what it is you want. Step boldly into taking action and being focused on what's important to you. And then figure out, again, what kind of things do I need to learn? What kind of knowledge do I need? What kind of skills do I need to acquire or master? What do I need to be doing? What abilities do I need to have? And then move past those excuses. Really take control of your actions and your mindset, and get yourself moving forward into creating that life you desire by showing up with the right mindset and a strong, courageous character. So, if that hasn't inspired you enough, I want to tell you a little bit about the Success Mastery group that is getting ready to start soon. You've heard me talk about the Success Mastery Monthly. That's a big program that's ongoing, where you get training every month. The Success Mastery group, if a larger group is not for you, the Success Mastery program is something where I keep the groups very, very small, so that you get the opportunity in each call to get some hot seat coaching, to connect with other like-minded people who are going through the program with you and really develop relationships with those people. So these people are people that can ongoing continue to be your growth partners, your accountability partners, your inspiration, your sounding boards. It's really, really a magnificent program. and it helps you master the levels of high performance so that you can be a high performer, so that you can achieve at a high level without feeling overworked and overwhelmed. So I'm going to put the link to that program in with this video today, and I want you to check it out because I'd love to have you join me this month as we get ready to start the next group. So until next time, go out and have a courageous character. Have a spirit of growth, or a mindset for growth, and start to create that life you desire. So this is Certified High Performance Coach Michelle Weimer. Until next week, bye for now.